Hi, this is Carl with Northwest Hot Springs, and today we're going to talk about one of the more important aspects of regular spa maintenance, and that's the draining and refilling process. The first and one of the most critical parts of this process is to make sure that you turn your spa off first. Now, spas are set up many different ways in terms of how they're powered. Some have breakers close by, and others have a plug-in such as this. So what you want to do at first is find out how your spa is getting power, and then go to the source and disconnect that, either by switching off the breaker or by unplugging the spa if you happen to have this sort of connection. Okay, now that we've turned the power off to our spa, it's time to drain it. What I'd recommend is to take and find yourself a garden hose and make sure that you have a place to drain it to that's appropriate. You might want to contact your local city or municipality just to see what their regulations are as far as draining pools and spas. Now, in a hot spring spa, we have two locations. This one here has a cap on it with a valve. This is the one that you're going to use for regular draining and refilling. We also have another location here that's used if you need to winterize your spa. Let's say you're going to Arizona for the winter. You want to completely power it down. Just to be on the safe side, we'll want to pull that cap and drain it out completely. To drain the spa, what we're going to do is first remove the drain cap. You might want to also make sure that the valve is closed. That's with the little valve handle here in the perpendicular position to the drain. That way we don't get water out on the ground, maybe getting ourselves wet. So we remove the cap and then securely fasten our garden hose. You don't need to crank it down real tight. We don't want to damage the threads, just needs to seal. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a tightening there. We're going to reach in, we're going to turn the valve so that it's now in a parallel position to the hose. And that's how we begin draining. While your spa is draining, this is a good time to take stock of your chemicals, find out what you might need to add to it again when you refill it. It's also a good time to take some kind of a look at your cover. See if it needs some conditioner or some sort of a cleaner. Maybe check the seams for repairs. The cover's getting a little bit heavy. It may need some replacement. But we're going to cover that in a separate video. So look at our website and you can get a little more information on how to take care of your cover. Another thing you're going to want to do at this point is you're going to want to clean your filter. And again, we offer a really nice little video on just how to do that. It's not real complicated, but a couple of real easy steps. But if you do it right, it'll come out great every time. Now that the spa is drained, this is a good time to do some just visual inspection, just to see how the shell is, see if there are any jets that maybe need to be replaced or serviced. Again, it's also a good time to clean the shell. There are a couple of different products that we use. One of them is the BioGuard Spa Mitt, which can also be used when the spa has water in it and you're just trying to get rid of the water line. Another product that we really like here at Northwest Hot Springs is Gel Gloss. It's material that you can use with a rag. You just go around and apply it. It doesn't have to dry. You just take it and then dry buff it after you've removed any kind of stains or watermarks or whatever from the surface. We want to make sure that we use a soft towel. Don't use any abrasive products, pads, or sponges on your spa surface that will scratch it. It'll just make it harder to clean in the future and it will dull your finish. You want to make sure too that you get your spa pillows off. Make sure that you clean real good behind there, any debris that might be stuck behind the pillows. Maybe even clean behind the back side of the pillows themselves. Okay, now it's time to refill our spa, but before we do, we want to make sure that we check to make sure that we have the hose disconnected, the valve turned off, and the cap put back on the drain. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shut the valve off. In other words, we're going to move that little handle to the upright or perpendicular position to the hose. Next thing we're going to do is remove our garden hose here and put our drain cap back on. We also want to make sure that we check our winterizing plug if you happen to have a hot spring spa. You just want to make sure that It's tight, you don't need to take a wrench or anything to it, just make sure that it's good and finger tight, and then we're ready to refill. When filling your spa, it's important that you put the hose into the filter compartment area. One of the #1 calls we get here at Northwest Hot Springs is after somebody has drained and refilled their spa, they're complaining that the spa won't heat, that the pump doesn't seem to be coming on for circulation. Filling it through the filter area, or perhaps even taking the cap off of the filter for the circulation system and putting the hose right down inside will go a long way to helping purge air from the system so that the pump can actually pick up suction and begin moving the water when you power it back up. Doing it this way, you'll be a lot less frustrated. Once the spa is filled, you want to make sure to go to your control panel and just to make sure that after you've turned the power on, that you're actually getting the heat light. That the circulation pump is actually circulating and that you're actually getting heating. The other thing you want to do after that is to power the jets on, work the diverter valve back and forth, working out any excess air that might be in the system. We just don't want our pumps to have to start up dry. Okay, now that our spa is filled with water, we need to turn the spa back on, or power it up, if you will. Either plug it back in or turn the breaker panel back on. While you're waiting for your spa to heat, which may take several hours depending upon the spa that you have, this is the time to bring us a water sample here to the store so that we can give you a good start on your water chemistry balance for the next 4 months.